This is Angela Shelton, and the purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to use SPSS to demonstrate if there is a significant relationship or correlation between the free/reduced lunch percentage and the percentage of students scoring at the exceeding level in math for the district and the state. In order to perform this type of test, we are going to take a look at the correlation. So my first step is I need to go up to my Analyze tab, click there, go down to where it says Correlate, and I'm looking for where it says Bivariate. Click there. Once that opens up, I must pick my two variables. So again, I'm looking at free and reduced lunch, as well as math exceeding. All right. Now from here, I'm going to make sure I have, for my test, I'm looking at the Pearson, so that should be clicked. And test of significance will be two-tailed. I'm also going to make sure that flag significant correlations has been clicked on. All right, from here, I'm going to click on OK, and my data will process. All right, so the first thing I notice is that where it says Pearson correlation, I see that I have a negative 0.696. That indicates a negative moderate correlation between free and reduced lunch and exceeding math grades. This is actually a significant correlation because where we see significant two-tailed test is less than, it is 0.001, which is less than 0.05. So what this data is telling us on this chart, again, is that there is a negative moderate correlation between free, reduced lunch, and exceeding math grade levels. It is a significant correlation because, again, when we look at the results of the two-tailed significance, 0.001 is less than 0.05. Now we need to actually perform a pre-test in order to ensure that the Pearson R is the correct test to use. So in order to do so, we are going to go back to our data. I'm going to close out of here. And I'm going to first perform a normality test. So in order to form a normality test, I'm going to go up to Analyze, go down to Descriptive Statistics, followed by Frequencies. All right, again, I'm looking for free and reduced lunch, so that's my first variable, as well as math exceeding. That's my second variable. All right, now from here, I'm going to click on Charts, and again, I want to perform a histogram, so I'm going to click there, and I want to make sure that I show the normal curve on the histogram. So I'm going to check that box and click on Continue. All right. Now, I do not need to worry about displaying the frequency table, so I can unclick that box. And I'm going to click on OK. All right, waiting for my data to load up. All right, so here we go. Here's our histogram. So I'm looking at the graph, and it looks like for the first one, for free and reduced lunch, we have a nice normal curve here, which tells us that our data has been normally distributed. I'm going to go down to where math exceeding, and it also looks like a nice normal curve, all right, for normality. So that criteria has been met. Now I need to go ahead and perform two more tests. I'm looking for linearity as well as homozygosity. Sorry if I said that incorrectly. All right, so in order to perform these two tests, I am actually going to go back to my data, and I'm going to click on Graphs and click on Chart Builder. All right, I'm going to look for where it says Scatter Dot Test. I want to perform that one. And I'm going to slide up my scatter plot. And now I'm going to pick my X axis as well as my Y axis. So for X, I'm going to select free and reduce lunch, slide that over. And for my Y, I'm going to click on math exceeding and slide that one over. All right, I'm all set. So now I can click on OK for my scatter plot to be displayed. All right, here's my data. All right, so for the linearity test, I'm looking at my dots here and I notice that they are close together and they actually form a linear pattern. All right, so that tells me that that criteria has been met. And when I look at my homoscedasticity, I notice that it's thicker and more dense in the middle region, and it begins to spread out on the edges. So that tells me that that criteria has been met as well. So since all three conditions have been met, normality, again, that was with our bell curve, our linearity, that again looks like how we have the dots that are close together. They form a nice linear pattern. And then finally, our homoscedasticity, it is dense in the middle region and it spreads out throughout the edges. Since all three of those conditions have been met, that tells us that the Pearson R is the correct correlation test to be used. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video to learn how to use a correlation how to perform a correlation test, in particular using the Pearson R. Thank you.